Okay, good morning, everybody. And let's welcome the weekend ahead. It's a nice Saturday morning, and let's be in this weekend mode. All right. So, very, very warm welcome to you to another session of Empowering Morning Conversations. And let's have Neeti to welcome you and encourage you to share your breakthroughs and breakdowns and questions and whatever it is that you like to share. So over to you, Neeti.
Thank you, sir. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to a brand new day and to our session number 88 of Empowering Morning Conversations. Like I have been saying for the past 2-3 days, this is our daily dose of vitamin energy and positive thinking. And we meet every morning to welcome one another, welcome the new day of new possibilities, and to uphold the motto of all the life comes to me with ease, joy, and glory. With that, I would like to take your mind back to yesterday's session for a moment, where Dr. Kunen talked about anger, how anger affects us and how anger affects people around me. And I must confess, he left me thinking that how much time I wasted frying myself and everybody in the anger. And whatever has happened. But I made a promise yesterday that I'm not going to travel that road again. That's how I feel. Now I welcome you to come and share your feedback or your observations from yesterday's, your learnings from yesterday's, or any other instance that you would like to tell us about. Who would like to come up first? We are a small group at the moment. Yes, sorry.
Can I go ahead?
Sakti, yes. Good morning.
Thank you, ma'am. Actually, past 3 days you are conducting it, but I'm not able to share it because my office hours. So today is weekend, so I can do that first. Yesterday's also I didn't attend the complete session, but I was there initially when Kunenji is talking about the anger. Just I want to share a thing regarding that one, anger. I was attending some therapeutic session for some other stuff. I have realized one thing because for me, I had an issues like I won't get self-satisfied, whatever the task I'm doing, I'm not self-satisfied. Always I had a blueprint in my mind. I'm trying to match with that blueprint. And then it's like, okay, fine, I didn't match that. Even though other people are appreciating, oh, Shakti, you did a good job in office, wherever. But I didn't get self-satisfaction. For that, I went for that session. Then I was like, have identified it's from my childhood. Because my dad used to, even though I'm a class topper, I have 2 elder brothers, they are also toppers. And I'm going and showing my progress report. My dad used to compare. You are not studying continuously, you are doing the last 2 to 3 days before the exam, you are scoring. If you are doing it regularly, you may score the higher marks. Same way your brothers are doing, they are scoring 480 out of 500. You are coming 440, 430, something like that. Still, I used to tell that still I'm a topper. Why you are blaming me? It's like it's happening for years and years. Then in one stage, it's like I was like, oh, whatever I'm doing, my dad used to complain. So I don't bother at all. So it's like, then I have realized still I'm in that mode. Even people are appreciating me or demotivating me, I don't care. I'm always thinking about only myself. Then it's, I have identified whatever my father's voice, it's become my voice. Now I'm having my own thing, like, okay, even though I'm doing that, I'm not appreciating that accomplishment, nothing. Just I'm doing, I'm having a benchmark, imaginary benchmark or blueprint. I'm trying to compare always. It's a big realization and eye-opener for me. Hopefully I came out of that last week, that I want to share it regarding that anger, because I was resisting when my father is telling, it become my voice. I want to share that.
Compliments for coming up into this forum and sharing all the details. It's truly encouraging to have somebody come up and share such details so openly. That's great. But how do you feel now? Tell us about that. How do you feel now?
No, that session is really an eye opener for me. Sir used to tell that if you are resisting, it will be with you because you are focusing energy on that. I thought from that day I'm not trying to resist anything, but I have is a real eye opener for me. Like when I resist in childhood, it become mine.
So now do you feel lighter and easier to do your task? Do you feel
Yes,
you're
yes.
more with your task?
Exactly.
Yeah, great, great.
Yeah.
And one more thing, Shakti, I was waiting to have you, focused while I'm talking to you. I was wanting to tell you your name and your face beams a lot of Shakti. You're very true to your name. Your face is very true to your name. It beams a lot of Shakti with your smile and with your expressions.
Oh, thank
So
you.
all the
Thank
very
you.
best in life. All
Thank
the
you,
very
ma'am.
best.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Who would like to share next? That was very inspiring.
Can I share, ma'am?
Hanji, please.
See, yesterday, some telemarketing people called for some loan or credit card. Normally, I used to be angry with them because when we were busy in the meetings, they used to call. Now I stopped doing that. I just simply said that, ma'am, I don't need it. Thank you for calling. Why? Because earlier when I am shouting at them in anger, I'm giving them negative energy. Then I understand that all the people who are in telemarketing business are girls making money out of it. For each call, they make some money. So I feel that we should not shout because we are passing on negative energy at them. So I stopped doing that. I'm speaking to them nicely wherever I am and telling them that thank you for calling at the end. That's what I want to share with you.
That is an
Great,
act of
sir.
generosity also, by the way.
Great, sir, because they are also doing their job. That is their role. And I know we all get very upset when we get these calls, and they usually come in the busiest hour. But yes, that's a wonderful way of getting back to them. Thank you. Who would like to go next? Who would like to share next? कुलदीप सर, आप कुछ बोलना चाहेंगे? आपकी शायरी भी नहीं हुई है.
Okay. Good morning, Nitiji, and good morning, friends.
Good morning, sir.
Yesterday, I was pondering over what has been said about anger. So the realization got deeper into my mind that anger is the punishment which we give it to ourselves for perceived mistakes of others. Now, here I got an insight, probably want to put it to you for the food of thought. The first of all, it is a perceived mistake. Means we perceive it as a mistake by someone. We have got no 100% proof that it is there. If it is not sure, then there is no need. Secondly, even if it is there, even if the mistake is there, we have got no right to stop that person doing that. It is out of control. So we are trying to control something which was out of control already from us. And the situation then becomes that a person who's out and we become out of control. Then the situation becomes that a person who's out of control is trying to control a situation which was already out of control. So that is the double mistake we committing instead of considering the mistake committed by others. So it is all futile, it looks to me. This is one thing which I realized. Secondly, as far as something on Shari is concerned, so I can tell 4 lines about the same type of problems which we face day to day and how to lead the life. They say कि जिंदगी कभी मुश्किल तो कभी आसान होती है।
बिल्कुल।
जिंदगी कभी मुश्किल तो कभी आसान होती है, कभी उफ तो कभी वाह होती है,
अरे वाह।
कभी उफ तो कभी वाह होती है।
बहुत खूब।
न भुलाना अपनी मुस्कान को कभी, न भुलाना अपनी मुस्कान को कभी, क्योंकि इससे हर मुश्किल आसान होती है।
आसान होती है।
बहुत खूब। क्या
ट्रांसलेशन
बात।
ब्यूटीफुल।
बहुत बढ़िया सर, बहुत बढ़िया।
Very good, really, very good.
आपने
Very good.
शायर को जगा दिया।
English translation for other friends. The life sometimes easy and sometimes difficult. Sometimes it is terrible, sometimes wow. But don't forget your smile because it will ease all the problems every time.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wonderful.
वंडरफुल, वंडरफुल। इनके जवाब में तो कुनिन भाई आप तो कुछ बोलेंगे?
जी बिल्कुल बोलूंगा।
उनसे रहा कैसे जाएगा उसे।
दरअसल वो
Welcome.
शेर व शायरी की महफिल का ये दस्तूर है कि शमा को आगे बढ़ाते रहना चाहिए। तो तवज्जो चाहूंगा हजरात, अर्ज किया है कि कुलदीप सर आपकी नजर के प्यासे रहो ना दश्त में बारिश के मुंतजर, प्यासे रहो ना दश्त में बारिश के मुंतजर, मारो जमी पे पांव के पानी निकल पड़े।
वाह वाह।
ट्रांसलेशन आप कर दीजिए सर।
अब मतलब आप हैं तो मैं ट्रांसलेशन करना मेरा शोभा नहीं देता, आप ही करें।
मैं भी सुख दीपक सर कर देंगे।
ना ना ना, ये बड़ा मुश्किल है, मुझे आधा समझ में ही नहीं आया तो।
करेक्ट।
ओके, इन शॉर्ट ये है कि डोंट फील thirsty and wait for rain to come. Put your feet on the ground so hard that the water come from the ground itself.
Wow,
वंडरफुल सर, वंडरफुल।
fantastic.
Thank you, ma'am.
बढ़िया, थैंक यू सर।
Very nice, very nice.
Okay, I think it's time to move on now.
Yes sir. Sir, can we have one more sharing or would you like to
Yeah.
begin?
Sure. One more sharing.
We can have one more sharing before sir takes the session.
Yeah, Hasina is wanting to say something. Unmute yourself, Hasina ji.
I have.
Okay.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
So when I get angry, I sort of sometimes literally shiver. I get that angry. After the anger, everything is over, and I start thinking this is not the way to behave. But then always do it after I have already got angry. No, this I have to really work towards it.
Great.
Thank you.
That is true, but I think in these sessions, sir is showing us a couple of tools that we can use to avoid that situation, and I'm sure you'll be able to overcome. But what is most encouraging is, Hasina ji, at this age, you are wanting to make changes for yourself, for the betterment. You are so concerned about your family, and the way you share about your family, it is heartwarming. It is heartwarming. Thank you. Thank you.
Good morning, all. This is Suresh. I'm a bit late today. And,
You'll have to wait, Suresh, for your turn now.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
Thank you for coming. And wonderful. You know why Hasina ji is like what she is? Because she actually believes that every experience is an opportunity to become a better version of yourself. So being here in the morning calls is also an experience, isn't it?
Yes.
So we can use the experiences, or we can be simply there and say, all right, okay, I have to join one more day, and why should I? And bahut ho gaya. So that's one way of living. So welcome again. And just a quick reminder that we are here so that we can, influence ourselves positively in a world which is bombarding us with negativity. So if we stay negative, you know what happens. So ultimately, if we do what we do and remain positive, then we can have a life, all of life, that comes to me with ease, joy, and glory. So in our default mode, something is happening where we are not in control. Our brain is not in control. Our brain number 3 is not in control. Our reptilian brain is in control, or our analyzer is in control. This is not in control. So instead of being able to stay focused on our goals and objectives, instead of being the high energy person which you are capable of being, what happens with all this default mode drama of resistance and reaction that is going on? We are actually reducing our energy and we are losing focus. Why? Because our attention gets scattered here and there. And the end result of that is we are living in a state of perpetual stress. Interesting what Hasina ji said, that when she gets angry and after the anger she realizes that she shouldn't have done is, now she's added one more thing to the kachara in her head, that's called guilt. And that guilt also adds a certain amount of drainage to your energy, you see. So just see the dramas that we do. So we are like a dog chasing its tail, you know. So we'll do something, we'll say, oh, I shouldn't have done it. And that makes you feel worse. And that makes you more prone to do the same kind of a thing again. So because the guilt has not set you free. So the trick is to stay in the present, get out of the default mode, and remember, you know, that whatever may happen, even if you get angry, right? So if you are able to notice that you're getting angry and you are not getting used by the anger, right? You say, oh, here is an experience coming. I'll just experience it. I don't have to blast it. Now, because we don't like to get angry, we blast it. Because we have no control over our reaction, we blast it. But suppose we just observed it. Okay, here is the reaction coming up. Oh, I'm angry. Wow, that's another experience. Let me see what it feels like. So you allow yourself to experience your anger. You allow yourself to notice the thoughts that are there in your head. And then the anger will not control you. You will not automatically give vent to your anger. Usually what happens, we give vent to the anger. Because if you look at the mechanism, you're angry that you're angry. आप गुस्सा हैं क्योंकि आप गुस्सा हैं. And then you are angry at the person who made you angry also. तो जिसने गुस्सा दिलाया उससे भी गुस्सा है. और बाद में फिर अपने आप से गिल्ट है कि मुझे गुस्सा नहीं होना चाहिए. And then so much of this adrenaline and other negative stuff you pumped into your body, after the anger is drawn, you feel drained, you feel tired. Okay? Now, can you imagine that anger is a very overt reaction? You notice it, आपको समझ में आ जाता है. What about all the subtle reactions which are happening? जो सूक्ष्म ये जो reactions होती हैं, which you may or may not notice. The thing which we don't notice the most is something called resistance. Such a beautiful sharing by Shakti. She says that I have been carrying my resistance to my father from my early childhood, and it became a part of me. I remember that certain things my father never told to me, but he used to tell my mother, and I was listening to it, and that became a part of me. You know, for example, like when I'm in a job, or if I have a partner, I should actually try to be more close to them, isn't it? But the recording that is running in my head, which was planted by my father, is, "Main chamchagiri nahi karunga. Why should I mollycoddle them? I will maintain a distance with them." Right? So the people whom you should be close to, because you have some stupid ideas about what that closeness means with the bosses or senior people, then I get into a self-sabotaging mode, which causes me stress eventually. Okay? You tell me, is there anybody in this group here who would voluntarily like to cause stress to himself or herself? क्या आप चाहोगे कि आप खुद को stress करो? Right? Do you even have an iota of an idea of how much stress has become a part of your default mode that you don't even notice that you are stressed? You don't even know that you are stressed. You notice the stress only when it becomes too much. And then you notice it. You know, just like you do not notice the very subtle sensations in your body. Many times, remember when I ask you to feel the sensation in your body, you are not able to feel anything. And you're saying, oh, but I'm not feeling anything. No, it's not that you're not feeling anything. You are feeling, but you are not aware of those feelings because you've stopped being aware of subtle sensations. You understand? Being aware of subtle sensations in your body, we are not. I was also like that. First time when I went for Vipassana, it took me 2 days to start noticing the sensations in the different parts of my body. Those sensations are already there. But our mind is so caught up with various things. The mind is so stressed. Nobody would knowingly like to remain in a state of stress, but we are in a state of stress. And that stress is so insidious, it is so much in the background. It's like background noise, see, if you are, like we stay here in our building on the 15th floor, behind us there is a L&T construction site, okay, and there's a lot of noise during the day. Initially we would notice it and it was troubling us. Now we got used to it. So shore hai magar it's faded away into the background. Similarly, our stress is there in the background and we got so used to it. I just want to remind you of a very beautiful story that somebody had forwarded to me. They took this frog and they put this frog in boiling water. So as they put it, he jumped out. Tak karke. Then they took another frog and they put him in cold water and they started heating the water slowly, very slowly. The temperature was getting raised. So he was adjusting to the temperature and being very comfortable in whatever temperature it was. And slowly it reached the boiling point and he died in the boiling water, not knowing that he's getting boiled. That is the state that we are in. Very subtly, the stress is happening. So we got so used to it, we don't notice it. And when we notice it, when we get our first heart attack or some breakdown that happens, and we didn't know that this is going on. Now you understand why it is important to be aware and raise your awareness so that at least you know what's going on with you and take the remedial actions. And that's what we make possible. So when we are talking about stress, I thought I'll spend the next 10 minutes with you talking about stress. So the question is, what will it take for me to be stress-free? And I'd like you to talk about that. What will it take for me to be stress-free? Now, the obvious answer is that I should not be in a state of reaction and resistance, obviously, isn't it?
Yes.
If I'm not in that state, now the reaction, at least you're reacting, so you can take care of it. But that resistance is something which you may or may not even realize that you are doing. Okay, so this is a very individual question. Each person has to think for himself and say what comes to your mind with regard to what will it take for me to be stress-free. Today, we are not going to tell you what exercises you should do because you already know, I've told you so many times. But given the time, maybe my friends today will do some of those exercises with you, or we'll do it in another session. It will only have exercises to de-stress you. But before we do that, the question I want you to answer is, what will it take for you to be stress-free? So I would like to talk about that. What will it take for you to be stress-free?
Number one that I feel is focus on the right thing, focus on the positive things that will give you energy rather than that will take energy from us. And number two, that's very important, I feel, is the reaction. Whatever happens to us, how we react to it. So if our reaction is proper and whatever other person is doing, and Kuldeepji today very nicely said, he said perceived mistakes of others. We always take others' things as mistake and ask whatever we do is right. So that perceived mistake that we feel that other might be doing actually. So if we have a correct thinking, we will have a proper judgment whether it's really wrong or it is my perceive. I'm perceiving it wrong way.
So what will it take for you, my dear Sandeep, to be stress-free? Let's talk about ourselves. So what you said is beautiful. It applies to everybody, right? But if you look at your specific situation in your life, which is happening today, right, which you indirectly referred to in the morning, so obviously you are feeling stressed, right?
Yeah.
No, so what will it take for you to be stress-free?
Focus on the more positive and right thing. That could be the first thing for me.
So that is one thing कि भाई अंदर कचरा भरा हुआ है, ऊपर से आप उसको आइसक्रीम लगा दो ऊपर से, you know, केक के अंदर कचरा भरा हुआ है, ऊपर से आप आइसिंग लगा रहे हो. Suppose we can reach the genesis of what is actually causing you stress. What do you think it is? That whatever situation is going on, okay, some situation is going on, and your mind will be saying something about it, don't you think?
Yes, yes.
So is the situation stressing you out, or what you are saying about the situation that is stressing you out?
It is my reaction to the situation that is creating us stress.
No, wait. Even the reaction is not coming because of what the situation is happening. The reaction may be coming because of the meaning that you are attaching to that, whatever they are doing,
Yes,
or
yes.
what interpretation you are having. तो आप अपने आप से जो कह रहे हो, automatically, it happens very instantaneously, and then according to that we react. So if
Right.
somebody, you know, for example, somebody is coming to touch your cheeks, you know, in a loving way, and your mind is saying, "ये so सारा थप्पड़ मारने को आ रहा है." How will you react?
Yeah, I would like to protect myself. so-
उसने हाथ बढ़ाया है
हाथ से-
आपको इसे प्यार से छूने को, but आपका माइंड बोल रहा है जरा थप्पड़ मारने वाला है. So is the hand coming to you making you react, or what you are saying about that hand is making
Yeah,
you react?
it is my feeling about that hand, that it might be coming to slap me.
And you
That is
notice
true.
that because we are not in the present, we can't even make out that that fellow's hand is not getting raised in anger or anything. If somebody's got a pleasant face and approaching in a very gentle way, still you are reacting like that. Are you
Right.
getting it?
Yes.
जैसे आप सो रहे हो तो आपकी मेम साहब ने आके आपको हल्का सा छुआ, आप ऐसे करते हो, प्यार से छुआ था उसको, ठीक है? But the thing to notice, and this is for all of the people, one of the things you notice is that which causes you stress, maybe because of the way you are interpreting whatever is happening. जो हो रहा है, whatever is happening, what are you saying about it instantly in your mind? So you start noticing how we have this tendency to negatively interpret anything. Somebody says something, it can have 100 meanings, right? It could have exactly the same. So I even know people, husbands and wife, you know, they have a fight, and the wife will say, "I hate you." It's a very common thing, right? And we idiots, you know, husbands, we believe, "Achoo, she really hates me." Every time they say, "I hate you," actually they're saying, "I love you, you idiot, behave yourself." Are you getting it? So what are you saying? So sometimes somebody says, "I love you," and what are you saying in your mind? Acha, now they want something, no, that's why they're saying. Now, will you be happy then? So somebody went to his boss, right? And he says, "Sir, I've got this fantastic idea here." Where the boss is, Now this fellow is saying, "See, the boss is not at all interested in my idea." And he stopped saying the idea completely. So the boss says, "Why did you stop?" So this fellow says, "Sir, I thought you are not interested." Boss says, "Idiot, I am very much interested. That's why I'm listening very carefully. Please finish what you're saying." Now, suppose the boss had not said anything and he would have said, "ठीक है, नहीं बोल रहा है तो नहीं बोल रहा है." Or let's say if he was partially interested and you could have got him interested by continuing, but you didn't continue. So just see, then you will be carrying stress. Boss never listens to me. Are you getting something? So thank you very much. Think about what is happening in that situation. What are you saying to yourself about it? जो हो रहा है वो हो रहा है. What I found out is that in relationships, why are we accepting negative meanings so quickly when some positive meaning can also be there? No. This is like uncertainty. People are afraid of uncertainty. I ask him, "Why are you afraid?" "No, something bad might happen." And I say, "But listen, man, something good can also happen, na?" So why do we jump to negative meanings and get upset so quickly? So somebody who used to get very angry with me, you know, I was getting fed up of it. So I said, "Listen, why are you doing like this? I can't stand it anymore. Don't you understand? I'm doing it because I love you. I don't do it with anybody outside on the street." Because I said, "You don't show any anger to anybody else. You're very nice to people, my friends and guests. And you're always like this with me. Yeah, because I don't care for them, I care for you. My life is invested in you. I can't make you go wrong. That's for you. What an idiot you are. Can't you see that? And I'm saying, I can't see that. I can only see anger and hatred because my meaning that I'm giving to anger is that only people who hate you, only they will shout at you and talk to you like that. That's my meaning, na? It's not written anywhere that somebody who gets angry with you, they hate you. But if I'm thinking in my mind that they are angry with me because they hate me or they dislike me, then who's making me stressed? They or I am doing it. Great. Thank you very much. Anything else? Are you beginning to see something now? Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, what will it take for you to be stress free? That is the question that I am with right now. What will it take for you to be stress free? So, on
I
that
think
note, yeah, go ahead.
there was somebody else along who spoke at the same time as me.
Okay, so listen, guys, I am leaving the meeting now because I have another meeting to attend, and I'm leaving you in the able hands of Rama and Vitrivel and Kunen and Neeti. All right. So you please continue to be in this question. What will it take for you to be stress free, and what are the benefits of being stress free? You know the ill effects of being stressed. That you know very well, isn't it? So you can
So,
start the conversation.
sir, till my capacity or I can accept the stress. Once it is over, I will leave that work, whatever, and go to a movie or talk to a friend or anything like that. Or even call a stray pet and give some biscuits kind of thing. That's what I do because it's a part of life. I mean, without stress, you cannot move even a step, in life. In the sense, work, we have to have some targets, we have to reach them. To reach them, the action what we take, without taking the stress, you cannot close the target. So, during that process, see, everyone has their own capacity, to handle their things, abilities. So, till that, it is okay. Once that is crossing my capacity, then I will leave it for a while. Okay, देखे जाएंगे बाद में क्या होगा. That is what I do. Even
What
it
you
is
are telling, Suresh ji, I think
yeah.
sir has left. So let's
Yeah,
continue this conversation among us.
yeah,
And conversation means what I've learned is not a question and answer kind of things, but share our thoughts, our opinion.
yeah. That's what.
And if someone would like to add into that, just add our opinion so
Yeah,
that
yeah.
we enrich with the opinions of everyone.
Yes, sir.
So
Yeah, yeah.
just to add on what you mentioned, Sureshji, what I have learned is I used to be a stressful when I was not aware of the way to find the solution of the problems.
Okay,
The lack of ability to solve the problems used to make me stressful.
okay.
But now with sir and getting the tools, I'm able to manage those situations
Yeah,
where my thought says that what will you do now? You don't have anything else.
yeah,
So now I replace my thought, which creates
yeah.
stress, with another thought, which gives solution.
Okay.
So that way, I keep on moving.
Yeah, even it takes some travel sometimes, I go to pilgrimage kind of thing. When you are stressed, your mind has to, it has to control again. Like a diabetic patient, he has a diabetic, he has to take tablets. These are the kind of things, to control the things to become normal. Whatever the acts we are doing, to we are not escaping, we cannot escape from the stress. It can be positive stress, it can be negative stress also. According to me, what is stress? Stress is the feeling of being overwhelmed or unable to cope with the mental or emotional pressure. So we have to balance that. So we cannot take out stress. We have to, it is a part of our life.
Yeah, what I know that stress is nothing but the thoughts, what we curate. And Sir has
Yes.
always told us to choose the or have the power of choice. So at any moment, you have the
Yeah.
power to choose another thought. So if
Yes.
any
Yes. Yes.
thought is making us stressful, let that thought
Yeah.
fly away and replace
Yeah.
that thought with another powerful thought, which will
Yeah.
make you stress free. It's so simple.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You cannot leave the job, but okay, for a temporarily you switch to some other thing where that stress goes out, and then once it is there, then again you can come and attend the things.
Yeah.
Like even in family, families, what we there will be always fights and all that. When the fight happens, okay, you cannot keep on fighting. You just give a break to that. Go outside, go to a hotel, go to a movie, go to a park, wherever. Talk to friends, talk to in our group kind of thing. Those where you feel very close. You know,
That's true.
and take out the. I mean, listen to them. Maybe I am also wrong, so let me understand where I am wrong. Kind of thing, and become normal and run the life.
That's true. I think Sujitra ma'am wanted to say something, but we stopped her. So if you are back,
Please ask
Sujitra
her.
ji. She's back.
Namaste, Bhai Sahab.
Namaste, namaskaram.
May I begin by defining for me what I mean by stress? So then I can talk about how I deal with it. For me, stress is like an undigested form of energy. And it need not be related to any specific problem. It could be, but I like to think of it as an undigested form of energy. And I also think our natural state is stress free. So if I am feeling stress, it means like I'm not being natural, and I am adopting an approach that is not authentic or original to me. So this is what I keep in mind when I'm feeling stressed. And I like to give an analogy of
But
like this.
before that, Sujitra ji, before that,
Yeah.
uh, your usage of words, which I am not able to understand, making me stressful. Can you
That's not the idea at all.
can you simplify your thoughts about the indigested energy, please, for all of us?
Yeah, undigested energy means like it can be like a blind spot. What I feel is, as a soul, we can, if we are in our true form, if at all points we are at the maximum awareness possible, there is no question of stress. But when we fall from that, there is a build up, and that is what I call as undigested energy. Some sort of laziness in being completely aware, or being completely like at my highest or whatever. So this is what I look as stress. I hope I clarified that.
That's a very interesting point. Maybe Niti ma'am would like to share her opinion on this undigested energy to make it more clear to all of us.
Sir, I was rather very impressed with that phrase of undigested energy, because it just brought up that image of how much of negativity that undigested energy can bring up within us, and that is exactly what stress is. And I think what she's basically trying to say is the positive the body consumes automatically, and the negative reaction is where the body is not able to consume, and that is what comes out as stress. My here, while we are on the subject, I would like to add my observation is stress comes with one more factor, that is our acceptance that every situation will not sort as per our mental planning and thinking. there will be times when we will be the defaulters. There will be times when the entire situation does not fall into the most desirable pattern. But whatever pattern it takes, it has something positive also to offer, and that is what we need to open ourselves. Now, having said that, that is not the easiest thing to accept, and it's when we are not able to accept that the stress keeps building, and we keep carrying the incidents from 1 hour to 1 day to 1 week, 1 month, and henceforth. So that is what I would like to add to it.
Thank you, ma'am. Just to add into that, my life experience, if you all pause for a moment, every single event in our life, especially the challenging and stressful moment, have always taught us some lessons to become more smarter, stronger, wiser. So that moment which brings us a stress, as sir always mentioned, that experience that moment and make it sure that you are learning from that moment, because each and every experience provides an opportunity to become a better version of ourselves. So instead of sulking and fighting and backing off, let's focus on what's this moment is bringing to us to learn something new. And as our master, Mr. Vetrivel, brings the lighter moment in the stressful moment. So I'll request Mr. Vetri to share his opinion and make the moment a bit lighter. Vetri, sir.
Good morning, Kunal ji. Good morning, Neeti ji, and good morning to everyone. And I'm just wondering what made Kunal ji to tell me as a master. If really master hears this, you know what will happen to me. And I want to appreciate and acknowledge, Neeti ji, you're doing excellent job. And today, especially, you look like a celebrity. I'm just putting a little lighter analogy, like a doctor is a profession. Though he works in hospital, he helps others, still he gets stressed. Why? Because he is always seeing the patients. Like that, though we are trying to find out solution for stress, we have been talking too much about stress, isn't it? So let us do little exercise. If you are all okay, we'll just come out from that. Today, yes, Kunal ji, you want to say something?
Yeah, after that, Mr. Gautam Bhadra wanted to share. So let's have this exercise, Gautam ji, and then we'll also listen from Sujitra ji, and all of you wanted to share something. So Vetri ji, go ahead with the exercise, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. Sorry, I will finish it quickly. I feel like it is required because we are talking about an important topic, stress. So we have great sharing from all the great people here. First thing, I want you to follow me. It will surely help. Sit straight. Sit straight. And just assume like you are going to do a long inhale. You are going to breathe in, imagining that all the good things you are taking inside. And after that, whichever side you like, right side or left side, just turn back and say, "Phew," meaning you are pushing out all your stresses. This we do 3 times. Let's go first here. Breathe in. Second time. Third time. Wonderful. All stress have gone, but still we will discuss next till the end of the session. Now we do our own flagship exercise. Before that, you all know we need to exercise those muscles. For that, you need to spell out QEQO 3 times, all capital. Capital means your mouth should open in a bigger way. When I say 1, 2, 3, let us start. 1, 2, 3. Q
E
Q
Q
O
O
Q
Q E Q O.
One time.
Q E Q O.
Wonderful. If any of us come closer to the camera and others watched it, very sorry for that. Now we are naturally getting into our own exercise, which is our starters, which the feeling which we can generate at any time. This is the powerful tool we have. When the moment you say stress, it is powerful. This tool is more powerful than that. So when I say 1, 2, 3, we do laughter exercise, laugh out. Do 100% without making noise. And I'm just adding my kachara. Make sure that your belly shakes. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Here it goes. Come on, 100%. Thank you very much. I'm handing over to Kunail ji.
So
Wishing you all
I like your QEQO stress go. Wonderful. So let's remember this guy. Whenever we feel stressful, just say QEQO stress go.
Yes.
Yeah, Vetriji.
Great.
Gautam,
Gautam, you wanted to? Yeah, Suresh ji.
Yeah. On a lighter note, Vetriji, thinking of taking out stress is also a stress. What do you say?
That will lead to another powerful discussion in the presence of Sir. It's a tough one. So let's make the moment lighter, stress-free. So I'll request Gautam Badraji to share his opinion.
Yes, I'm echoing the same thing Sureshji told. That is a professional in profession, his profession or my profession. We always driven by target, and that way it is give us a lot of stress. And even it happens that is in the night also, when we are going to sleep or like that, it's also affect us. And it was taught or we like that. If the person is taking the trace, he will perform. If you don't take the trace, he's not taking seriously, he will not going to explore. That is a thinking in sales marketing. Maybe he's selling the policy, I am selling the biotechnology product, or somebody is selling the medicine or like that, but it is our professional hazard, what you can tell. It affects us very much, and it affects our night. I mean, not able to sleep in the end of the month or like that. And when it goes, that is achieve the sales, then collection becomes the another problem. So maybe it is a part of life we have to be. And I'm really learned from my practical life. I'm Sureshji also, I like to tell. He also mentioned he go to see the cinema movie or with a friend. Sandeep ji told the right thing I also am doing. I totally I divert my focus from sales target to another subject. I do the photography. Somebody told me, you go and do the photography. When I'm looking for my eyepiece to the subject or like that to take the photography, that time all trace goes off. That is the only way we are getting. And today, QEQO, I have noted down, so I should not forget and do every day like that. I really appreciate this, our morning, empowering morning conversation. It helped me a lot. Thank you.
Yeah, adding to Gautamji, the secret I tell you, the way I party in my office, that is taking out of my stress. I dance, I mean, we celebrate kind of things in our office.
Yes.
That is a part of taking out stress, becoming close, one and all, sharing the work kind of thing. That's why I celebrate every day.
Just to add into what Gautam ji you mentioned, once upon a time I was also the part of sales. So you are right, it happens with all of us. And what I have learned is we become stressful because of some deadline is there.
Yes.
And the thought comes because of our programming that either I won't be able to do it or I don't know the solutions how to get it done. And this makes us stressful and gives a sleepless night. My experience says that during that moment, if we are present, we find the possibilities, we find how to get the things done. And if not alone, we can take the help of someone else. And just to give you the acronym of stress, this is also created by someone. Stress, STRESS, is someone, S is someone, T trying to, R is for repair, E for every, S for situation, and last S is solo. So for most of us, it happens because we want to solve the problems alone. We think I have the ability to do, but when we don't find the solution or when we don't have the capability, we feel stressful. And that's the beauty of this powerful morning conversation with help of each other, with the help of Sukhdeepak sir. We are finding the practical tools to get the solutions of those moments wherever we feel stuck. And sir's tips and all the powerful tools what he provides us, and one of the most powerful tool what he has given to us is believe on self and believe that there is always possibilities. So just for us to pause, think, and replace the thought which is giving us a stress with some other powerful thoughts, having believe in self, believe in creator, believe in there are possibilities, and then keep on moving. So thank you so much, sir. I think we'll go back to Sujitra ma'am. Her sharing was not completed. So sorry for disturbing you, ma'am. Can you continue, please?
Yeah, no, not at all, sir. I just wanted to give an analogy like of the pineapple fruit, which is actually very hard for us to digest. Human beings do not have the enzymes to process the pineapple properly. But the Mexicans make a fermented drink of it called tepache. And then not only is it easily digested, but it also helps other things to get digested. So that's what I was looking at stress as. It is something that you do not have the currently do not have the, your CPU does not have the power to process it. And what I think, how I handle stress is sometimes I simply keep it aside, like keeping things aside in a bottle. I keep it aside and watch it in a sort of a non-hostile way and in a neutral way. And also another thing is, I think it is very important to release stress on a daily basis using tools like pranayam. What I do is when I'm stressed, I do extensive pranayam till my body returns to a state of peace. And also something called shaking, which I learned from animals. Actually, animals are able to be stress-free, and even children, because they shake and they get rid of the stress. So that's one of the tools I try to employ. So that was my sharing and my shaking.
I think now Raghu ji seems to be shaking himself and others. We all here with his thoughts. Yeah. Raghu ji, go ahead.
Yes. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Punen. I just came into one thought when we were discussing about particularly the mathematics. See, in addition, subtraction, and division, everything is very slow. But only in multiplication, it goes exponential. So here, by attending this the morning conversation, it is not from one people, not from we are not dividing, we are not subtracting anything. We are adding not only from one person, we are multiplying people's experience. I feel that will that is what going into the people's mind. So that's I want to simplify with the mathematics, which is how powerful the multiplication.
The question what sir had asked, Raghu ji,
the stress, yes, yeah, I will come to that question now.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt, Mr. Kunal. Yeah, I go for a nature walk and see the nature, particularly the water, which is very soft. That will change the mood. And nowadays, being with my younger child, I used to talk to him more. Just come, and then I will just kiss him, and then he'll come up with something else. There is no relevant to the subject, but he'll come up and then give a hug, give a kiss, and then it changes the entire this one. So I think we should have more kids, not one.
I think that's a quite powerful, profound. What I'm learning from Raghuji and Suchitra ma'am's statement is that we as a human being, yes, we do have the capabilities to do many things, but we can't claim to be perfect. So there are always certain things would not be in our control to change. So we have to let it go and find the ways which we can do it easily. As Raghu takes the help of nature, walks, and as Suchitra mentioned that she does something else. Similarly, I would request Ya Win Ya to share how she wins the moment whenever she is in challenging situation.
Yes, sir. Yeah. I think ma'am wants to talk. Yes.
No, Hasina ji would like to share. Okay, let Hasina ji share. Please, Hasina ma'am, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. My only way of releasing this is to lock myself in a room. I put on and I just dance.
Wow.
Literally, I just dance because this I have been following for a long time. Another thing, I get rid of my stress by going for my bath. I just, and whether I have already had my bath or no, but I just go to the bathroom and have a bath. When I come out, I'm quite fresh. But this dance has really helped me throughout. That's what I wanted to say. Thank you.
Purinji, can I share one thing?
At this age, I do the same.
Wow.
That's amazing. Shakti ji also, I think she follows the same like you, Hasina ji. So let's keep on dancing of words.
Not really, Kunalji, but I read it in some books, Emotional Intelligence. Emotions change emotions. If you are changing our body posture, automatically our emotions will change. It can be any form.
Yeah, physiology. Our physiology is related to psychology. That's true. So it's a wonderful way to dance with the body, but also just imagine at the intellectual level, if we dance with the words, dance with the thoughts, and let the negative thoughts go away and bring the positive thoughts and dance with the positive thoughts, enjoy the moments. Great. Yeah, win, yeah. Please let us know, how do you win the stressful moment?
Yes. Good morning. Good morning to everyone. Actually, when I get stressed, every day I'll go for a morning walk. That actually gives me good energy, and I do some workout. So that workout is actually helps me to become fit, as well as I literally feel I'm stress free. And there are times where if for example, if I'm at my workplace, if I'm completely stressed, I cannot do any of this, or even so what do I do? Actually, I for 10 seconds, I tell my mind that you should not be thinking about this right now, which is giving you stress. So keep focusing on something that you like the most. So what do? I switch over my thoughts, what I really like to think of. For example, it can be in the form of food, it can be your favorite book, it can be your favorite movie. You will think about, I think about it. So I recollect what happened or something. So that will help me to stress free from things. So this is what I do. And I eat a lot when I'm stressed.
So
Especially,
and then go for exercise.
yeah. When you're really stressed, we tend to eat a lot. So I experienced that. And a later time, after doing all these workout and things, though I'm into control of food now, the pattern got changed. So I could that is what I've been doing. Thank you so much, sir, for giving me chance.
The second one of eating food, I think you look into your this habit, and just let me give you an example. Normally what happens whenever we are stressful, we feel of losing something, right? That we will lose something. That's why our mind says that, oh, you are going to lose or you're not going to gain. So it starts stressing us. So just remember, Yamini ji, the trees, if you see the trees, they leaves, they lose the leaves every year, isn't it? But they
Yeah.
still stand tall and wait for better days to come. So we should have
Yes.
the patience, and we should not have the fear of losing something, with the expectation that something better will replace, something new
Yeah.
will come. So with that way, if you just remember that you are like a tree, grounded as strongly, and yes, if we are going to lose something, let it go, something new will come, and then enjoy the moments.
Yeah.
And who can express better than uh, Kuldeep sir, who has seen so many challenging moments in the life.
May
When,
I share? May I share?
yes, sir, please go ahead.
While agreeing with what Suchitra ji has said and Mr. Vitrival has said, I just want to share my view onto this. That first of all, we should also be aware that the stress is not particular to any particular profession. The targets are not only in the sales department, targets are everywhere. Maybe their nature may be different. In our defense forces, when the aircraft carrier is on the way, imagine the aircraft carrier is floating on the sea. It is night, exercise is going on, aircrafts are taking exercise, they are taking off and coming back on the only a very, very small platform to available to them to land. And at that time, we what is known as the arrestor wires, which is physically have to be removed from the deck. It requires only few seconds. And if that is a mistake, the catastrophe can happen. Until now in Indian Navy, not even a single incident has happened so. So targets are everywhere, what I'm trying to tell you. And they are time bound, they are the specifically. Now it is the but I what I want to emphasize at my experience is the stress is not a function of target. Stress is not a function of target. It is a function of us. I give you one example. That suppose we are all working in the same company and we have been given a target, something to do, and they say this 15 days time is given and this project is to be done that way. And the 12th day, the chairman will come and review that part. Suppose 12th day he comes and we are about 30 people and we gathered, he reviewed and he was very unhappy with whatever the progress is. And he happens to be a short-tempered person. He shouts on all of us. All of us. That this is what you've got no good for anything. You'll make a mess out of it. Nothing has happened. And he speaks about 5-6 minutes. He goes off. He went over. Now, please tell me, in your opinion, that will the amount of stress or the degree of stress will be same in everyone, or it's a different?
It's a difference, sir.
It will be. Why it is different? There may be some person who will keep this whatever he has said for 1 week, somebody for 1 month, there will be somebody for 1-2 days, and there will be someone else who can think, hell with him. I am going to movie with my wife, new movie has come with Shah Rukh Khan. It is also possible. What made the difference? It is not his shouting. He used the same words for everyone. The event is same, but the interpretations are different. Who's doing the interpretation for us? No one else.
we are doing it.
Now,
So
question is the how's that? The deeper question is how that somebody interpreted such a way that he is not feeling stress, somebody is interpreted which is feeling stress. This is the quality of the state of mind, quality of the state of mind, for which all these practices like meditation, yoga, and other things. I totally agree that the exercises and other things which may divert our attention, we may feel stress free for some time. But they are like the coffee breaks when we are seeing a movie. Movie is very boring, and we go for the coffee break, and we feel happy for 3-4 minutes till the coffee is there. Again, we come to the same movie. But the permanent solution does not lie in the conscious mind. The lasting solution is changing that state of mind. It is not a part-time hobby. This is a full-time awareness. So it takes time, it takes gradually, and we have to cultivate that mind. We have to make to keep calm in the situation, understanding that it is our function. We are punishing us. They are not punishing us. There is also a person, those 30 people which I gave the example, who goes with the movie and he enjoys, despite the same shouting. He also lives a life. So it is basically the onus lies on us. Onus lies on us to understanding that we are causing it, we are harming us. And if we are harming ourselves, we don't require any enemy for us. We are enough for us. No? So I think this belief, this is to be, has to be dealt with the belief level to have the lasting impression. That is what my message, what I wanted to.
yeah, that's
Thank you very
very
much.
profound, sir. And that's what we all are doing in this early morning conversation with sir. And today is the 89th day. So consistently, what we are doing here is nothing but to practice our mind to be in that state,
Correct.
so that we don't get stressful, we don't get panic, and all of the life comes to us with ease, joy, and glory. And with complete proud, I can say that with sir's experiences, whatsoever he is sharing and giving us the nuggets of the wisdoms, I have found a difference in myself. And I'm sure Sandeep, Raghu, and you all, even Kuldeep sir, Niti ma'am, we all have found a difference, and there's a shift in our mind from disturbed to cool, calm, composed. And that's what experts say, that if we do anything consistently, then it becomes our habit. So what we are doing here in every morning conversation is making our mind a habituated mind to be in the mental state, what Mr. Kuldeep has mentioned, to be in the peaceful, calm, and composed, so that we don't get disturbed with the external environment. Because whatsoever happens to us, it happens from within. And that's what is in our complete control. So as experts say that if your inner world is in control, what Mr. Kuldeep mentioned, then your external world, outer world will be definitely in control. So that's what every morning we are practicing, to make our mind habituated to be in our control. And that's what we are consistently doing since last 89 days. And I'm sure it will continue, as sir has told, lifetime. So let's keep on coming, keep on visiting, keep on interacting, and keep on learning, because as sir say that each and every experience, now this experience whatsoever we are happening here right this moment, are making us, giving us an opportunity to become a better version of ourselves. And what could be the better thing by sharing and learning from each other? So that's
Very true.
Vetriji, over to you.
Excellent. You put it in a very proper way. Just a final parting word. We are on time. I just want to request all of you. Hope my audio is okay.
Yeah, it's okay, Vetriji. And let's request if someone else wants to share who has not spoken, then we will wrap it up.
It's a small request, G. Then we will give it to Sherry. I request. I want to have give an appeal to all the participants. Like we all started coming this forum and this wonderful exercise. we didn't have this many great people with us. We have Santi, Niti, Gautam, Kuldeep, everybody just came, just saw what happened, then everybody has become an integral part of it. Now we can't differentiate this from us, and this is our program. Everybody has got our own ownership on this because this gives that much benefit. My humble request is let us spread the word. We'll bring our friends to this because they need it. Luckily, we got this and we are getting benefited, and a lot of transformation is happening. My humble request is reach out to people, just spread the word. This program, the time people is spending with us, has a lot of meaning, has a lot of value. My wish or my prayer is it should grow very big because it has the potential. For that, we all can contribute. Just bring at least one or two people. They will thank you in the future. Thank you very much. Over to you, Kunal.
Yeah, thank you, sir. If I'll request Ramaji, if he is there listening our conversation, would like to share something. Also, I'll request Sushma ji, if she wants to share something. And Imtiaz ji.
Yeah, thank you, Kunanji. I'm there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Ashok sir is also there. Raja Shekharan sir is there. In case anyone would like to add on to this conversation, please go ahead.
Yeah, I want to say something like there are regular practices, you know, the day that every day we get up and you know till we go to bed, stress keeps coming. There are certain things naturally we take out, like the moment we get up from the bed, you see your face in the mirror, you don't like it, you just clean it. Okay, that is also but that is a habitual kind of thing, you know, that happened, that right from the childhood, that has become a practice to, you know, to polish properly kind of thing, comb and all that. Certain when there is a new target or a new thing which you have to achieve or get it, then you will target either financially or something. That we have to plan, and accordingly we have to work out. Even a mother at home, she while cooking, she gets stressed. I mean, if the dishes are whether properly made or not for the children or husband or whatever. So they handle in different ways. I mean, we have to face it day to day. It will be there. It's a practice, and we should be more open to accept it, and you know, find out the solution. And for that, we need to have more wisdom also.
That's true. So what you're telling is that choose your thoughts, take action, get the results done, and move on. So thank you, Surajji. Thanks for sharing. Ramaji, would you like to add on something?
Yes, Kunanji, thank you very much. It's been great sharing going on. So I was in stress, and the method I used to relieve the stress is sleeping. So I slept up to 8 o'clock. So that's why I joined late.
Okay, fine. So let me just share with you all that this experience at this moment interacting with you all, I would like to summarize what I have learned when you are under stress. Dance it out whenever you are there. If you feel like, go for a walk. Talk about this stressful moment when you are with someone. Breathe in, breathe out. You can go to the bed earlier. Focus.
On a lighter note, take head bath.
Yeah, yeah, that's interesting. I'm just sharing what I have taken the points from this conversation. So the first is dance it out. Second, go for a walk. Third, talk about it, discuss with someone, your friends. Breathe in, breathe out, and go to the bed earlier. Focus on what you can control, and then remember the past good memories. What when you were happy, peaceful, stress-free, and also ask for a hug. You know, someone is close. Go, and physical touch always happens. Change your physiology. And one of the most important tool what I do is deliberate smile. So whenever you are under stress, try to deliberately smile, and that is a very, very instant stress taking away formula. So let's end this conversation with a smile. And as Betty mentioned that QEQO,
Okay.
smile.
And one more
Let the
thing,
stress go.
let to go out of the stress and come and attend the empowering morning conversations tomorrow again.
Yeah, and I believe that today evening conversation also there, Vetriji, if you would like to share.
Exactly. The people, of course, this timing, we are progressing the 7:30 to 8:30. Still, we can discuss with sir how the time fits everyone. For the people who are not able to attend this, we have a option for them. Every Saturday, we conduct empowering evening conversation. That I invite you, or also we can have this worthwhile discussion in a very relaxed manner, and inviting you to invite all of your friends who are not able to attend morning. They can come and attend the evening. Accordingly, you can tell the timing, everything.
Yeah,
Yes,
and we
a
can also
small thought I'm getting is, you know, getting out of the stress is, you know, it is one kind of way to come to the comfort zone. But that comfort zone is not, it is to handle easily the things.
Yeah, that's true.
Thank you,
And we have been honored with the presence of Sushma ji. She's kind enough to be on the video, so maybe she wants to share something. Sushma ji.
Thank you, Kunenji. Thank you very much. Wonderful morning to everyone. A great discussion. Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. So since you have summarized it so nicely, I would just share one more option here, which I learned from NLP, is anchoring.
Anchoring, yeah.
Yeah. So that's a wonderful tool. It's just remembering something good that has happened to you and giving it a point. So it can be like this, it can be just a pinch, just a push, or something that you see, a kind of light or enlightening something. So that's your choice. Think of that and you will be back to your normal state eventually. So that's from my side. Thank you.
Yeah, definitely. That's very useful and powerful tool to remember something and let the mind go to the moment when you had the happiness, so that you, in the current moment, you also feel the happiness.
Easy to remember is whenever you're working and you're getting the bonus or increment. So the feeling of that.
Yes. Very good. So,
sir, I found, you know, one this thing, like if we start teaching children or allowing children to learn some soft skills or some any developments, like, you know, nowadays everyone is studying well. Okay. Apart from that, if they can't contribute in their life, you know, for learning this music or dancing kind of thing, that is one way of taking out their stress. People, I have found some people, you know, when they are very stressed in work and all that, they play guitar for a while, they sing for a while, they write for a while. That I mean, that after that they are free. Again, they will go to attend their normal work.
that's true. So thank you very much, Vetriji. Is there any announcement you wanted to make? He has left. Okay. You are on mute. Please unmute yourself.
Sorry for that. We are overshooting the time, and it was fantastic share. We'll meet tomorrow morning. Who are able to come in the evening, we'll meet in the evening also. And especially Sushma ji, you look like dazzling today. Thank you for coming, and thanks for everyone. Kunenji, we can close.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'll just conclude this today's session with one दो line बोलता हूँ. Kuldeep sir, आपकी नजर. Stress and all, of course, everything is there, but you know, let me share two lines. One couplet that Sahil says सुकून, तो साहिल के सुकून से किसे इनकार है लेकिन, साहिल इज दैट नो एंड ऑफ दैट या, तो साहिल के सुकून से किसे इनकार है लेकिन तूफान से लड़ने का मजा ही कुछ और है. So even though there is a stress, if you fight, that's another pleasure. So we should not be worried about anything. Let the stress come, let the difficulties come. Let's enjoy the moments. Why to worry? उसका एक अपना ही मजा आता है. There is another pleasure when you face the challenges and challenge the challenge and defeat the challenge. So
मैं भी एक लाइन कहना चाहता हूँ.
इरशाद.
हो सकता है कि जो हम जिस जर्नी में हैं कुछ लोग हमारा साथ नहीं दें, तो उसके ऊपर एक लाइन एज ए लास्ट लाइन में कहना चाहता हूँ कि यदि कोई तुम्हारा साथ न दे, यदि कोई तुम्हारा साथ न दे तो गम न करना. यदि तुम्हारा कोई साथ न दे तो गम न करना. खुद से बड़ा दुनिया में कोई हम सफर नहीं होता.
खुद से बड़ा दुनिया में
कोई हम सफर नहीं.
क्या बात है. Self belief. Yeah. Wonderful. I think that's very powerful words to end today's wonderful session. Though we miss Sukhdeepak sir and his wisdom, but I'm sure he will watch this video and he will comment tomorrow. So thank you all for a great interaction. We all learned something for sure. And let's promise ourselves that we will not be stressful anytime. Let's promise that we will face the stress and we will enjoy the life as life comes with ease, joy, and glory, because that's the purpose of this conversation. So let's commit to that and have a great day, wonderful day, and conquer the world, whatsoever you have a plan for the day.
Thank you so much for
Thank you, everyone.
inspiring, encouraging Shairis. Thank you so much. Wonderful.
Hazina madam, you can dance now.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you. Dance.
Kunenji, you can stop recording. Who is the host?
I think Ramaji has the power to stop.
So I had one question regarding the acronym that you had mentioned. Can you repeat that?
Stress.
Kunenji, just on a